pay no mind to the closeness of the score. This game was never in doubt. It says right here as we welcome you to Phillies Postgame Live, presented by our friends at Cure Auto Insurance. Ricky Batalico, I'm Michael Barkan, John Kruk in a moment. Ricky Bo, I'll give you Gregory Soto. Unfortunately, he was unprepared to pitch tonight. Other than that, they were studs. I thought 4 runs was going to be enough. Turns out it wasn't. 7-6. Phillies win. They've won 3 straight, 5 of 7, 7 of 10.
Yeah, we'll get to that 8th inning later. Let's not talk about that right now. Let's talk about what went well. Christopher Sanchez was outstanding. I think that's one thing that's got to be added here. You look at what Rangers Suarez did yesterday, the number 3 in the rotation, and then the number 4 in the rotation. Christopher Sanchez shows up tonight with 6 strong innings of his own, and you almost wish they did keep him in the rest of the game because it got ugly after that. But Christopher Sanchez, his slider and his change-up, man, they were right there. I mean, really good pitches all night long. He wasn't ahead of the count a lot. He was getting a lot of foul balls off him, which is why he was at 96 pitches through 6. But nonetheless, he still threw the ball extremely well.
Let's get to the Crucker across the street. Call tonight's game with Tom McCarthy. John, I told you this was going to be a fun one to do, and it is because the Phillies won. They've won 3 straight, 5-2 so far on this 10-game homestand, and it started with the bats in the first. Back-to-back home runs, Bohm with a shot. I mean, they just scored 4 solid runs, and I thought they were off to the races.
Yeah, well, they were there for a while, but yeah, no. Look, Ranger didn't need any support yesterday. He pitched so good, and Christopher Sanchez pitched good, but the offense gave him enough runs that they could have that hiccup or two in the 8th inning there. But look. That, to me, it's a sign of a good team when one day you can shut them down and then the next day you can just outscore them. And that's what the Phillies did in these previous 2 games.
Trea Turner's got a lot going on. A triple away from the cycle in this one tonight. He's swinging the bat well. What are you seeing from him to start, even really just to start the season, because he's been swinging a pretty good bat?
Yeah, it's just I think with Trea, it's all about timing. He has a leg kick, so a little leg kick, not a big one, but a lot of times it takes a while to get going with the leg kick as far as timing goes. But he's been pretty good all year. But the power wasn't there. But now these last handful of games, the power's showing up for Trea, and it's just going to make Kyle a better hitter. It's going to make Bryce a better hitter. JT, Alec, all those guys. Down behind him and in front of him, they're going to be better hitters because of what Trea and then what Kyle did tonight too. And he's been fun to watch, and he'll probably get his 30, 40 stolen bases, and hopefully he hits a bunch more homers and can help this team get back to the promised land. 7
hits and 4 runs batted in by hitters 1 through 4, and this is what we were hoping for from Trea. Last year, he had that slow start following the World Baseball Classic, but this is the Trea Turner we were expecting last year, right? Yeah, this is what, everyone thought we were going to get when they signed Trea. And you said it, Michael, he got off to that struggle, and, once he got the ovation, things turned around for him, and I think not playing in the WBC this year is helping Trea. I never understood how you could do that, how you can go from ultra competitive to tone it down to where you're playing in meaningless spring training games, and then you got to try to ramp it back up to start the season. Larry Ball has always told me, he said it ain't a switch, you can't turn it on and off, and that had to be tough. But I think this year, a full winter of just doing what he has done to get ready for the seasons prior to last year, and he got into a good routine, and so far he's doing everything you could hope for from a shortstop. 11-8 now, John. The White Sox coming in. I'll tell you what, I guarantee they're not going to lose tomorrow either, John. I'll bet any amount on that. I don't think so, not unless there's some sort of makeup game somewhere, but I don't think anyone's coming here because I know I ain't going to be here. All right, John Kruk, we'll see you on Friday. John joining us from the ballpark. Here's I on the mound. Sixers. Beautiful shot.
I love how he doesn't even care. He's just like, home run.
But what he's doing in the leadoff spot. No one can complain about Kyle Schwarber
No.
in the leadoff spot.
No, you can't.
Whether
No
it's
mas.
for average, whether it's for power, or whether it's when he's on the bases. He's doing everything as promised or advertised, as hoped. Rob Thomson, postgame clubhouse.
Talk a lot about slugging early this season. Did you feel like collectively you guys needed a night like this?
Yeah, I thought we really swung the bats good tonight. We had good at bats. We had a few opposite field hits too, which tells me they're staying on the baseball. And and we drove the ball in the gaps and down the lines, and so it was a good night offensively.
Were you happy that the runs didn't just come from like one or two, like it was throughout the lineup?
Yeah, we had a lot of balance tonight. I mean, Schwarber 2 home runs and Trea's home run, but I thought for the most part everybody swung the bat well.
How did your starting pitchers set in this entire series?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've got 11 quality starts in 19 games or something like that. That's what KG was telling me. I didn't know that, but yeah, I mean, they've really pitched well, and hopefully they keep it going. Sancho was great tonight. A lot of strikes, locating his fastball, back of the plate sliders that they were swinging through, good changeup they were swinging through, a lot of swing and miss, great poise. He really pitched well. You know, he had the balk, and he came right back, and that was good to see.
What can you kind of do to limit the blowups from Soto? Because it seems like he has 4 or 5 games a year where he does this, and then the other games he's really short.
Yeah, he just sprays the ball and misses spots sometimes, but it's still great stuff. Like it's really hard to believe that people hit him at times because the stuff is just phenomenal.
A night like this, we're up and down the lineup. You guys, extra base hits, slugging. Yeah, I mean, I think we have confidence in ourselves. It's just a matter of doing it, obviously. But yeah, tonight was more us. You're going to have nights where you got to battle and play small ball, and you're going to have nights like this where you drive the ball. So I think that's why we're a good team. We can win in a lot of different ways, and today was fun.
You've been around Schwarber at a couple places now. What makes him so special and has nights like this?
Yeah, just the control of the strike zone, and then if he just puts that bat on the ball, there's a good chance it's going over the fence. So I played with him in college for a little bit and saw it then, and then obviously until now I saw it up there on the scoreboard. 250 homers is pretty cool. It's hard to do, and he's got a lot of baseball left, so special hitter.
Sanchez was a guy who kind of came out of nowhere last year, but have you seen it elevate even to another level out there?
Yeah, I think the confidence for him is really key right now. It's really good. I think last year he learned he can pitch in the league and be really good, and for me, I think he almost gets better when guys are on base and gets those double play balls and makes pitches, and I think that says a lot about him, where he doesn't get sped up in the moment. And I noticed it early last year, but he's still going. And the starts have been really, really good for us, and really good quality starts.
What do you like about your bats in the first 2 games? So I know recently better.
Yeah, today was good. I feel like last few games I was taking the swings I wanted maybe 50% of the time, or felt like I wasn't totally there, and tonight felt more like I repeated my swing every single time. Got some good pitches to hit, and obviously didn't miss them. So that's the key. When you get those pitches, you got to capitalize on them. Last couple bats, I made us some better pitches, but that's going to happen. I feel like I controlled what I can control, and the swing's feeling good.